Hi, welcome to the latest communication resource from Shiloh United Methodist Church. This is where I'll share the content of the monthly newsletter. It won't be as cool as the evening news, but I hope it will be another means of keeping you informed and actively participating in the life of Shiloh Church. So let's begin by looking at the December 2018 newsletter, beginning with the message from me, Pastor, on the front page. On November 19, 2018, the annual Jasper Conference, presided by Conference Superintendent Mitch Gilliman, elected board leadership model for governance of Shiloh United Methodist Church. This means that instead of having several subcommittees that meet independently and then report to the administrative council, there would be one governing body that does all of the work collaboratively. They will be supported by teams, often made up of former committee members. And you are far more likely then to be asked to assist with planning, implementation, and execution under this new system, since the work is not limited to those who are members of certain committees. The benefit is the church administration is simplified. Leadership, staff, and teams are more empowered to fulfill their respective missions. A dynamic supervision and accountability will guide the church directly toward the vision to make Shiloh vital to the well-being of the community through Christian discipleship. The new governing board will begin on January 1st, 2019. The members have been prayerfully interviewed and elected by Shiloh's Lay Leadership Development Team, formerly known as the Nominations Committee. Each board and staff member desires your prayers through the coming year and will be seeking your participation in the work of Christ at Shiloh. Board members are Chairman Larry Harmon, Trustee Aaron Rue, At-Large Member Julie Burns, At-Large Member Doreen Lechner, Staff Parish Relations George Ball, At-Large Member David Nigg, At-Large Member Becky Nixon. Nominations, Patsy Powell. Christian Education, Danita Brick. Young Adults, Derek Budd. Lay Leader, Wes Moser. Finance, Keith Shepers. Recording Secretary, Carol Dooley. Note from the operation, please remember to be good stewards. Turn the lights off when you vacate a room, a closet, etc. Thank you. Also, there's for an indoor sale and bake sale, an indoor yard sale and bake sale here at Shiloh in the Life Center on Saturday, January 26th from 8 to 12 p.m. Check out our website at shilohum.org or look at one of the flyers hanging around in the building. Check us out on Facebook as well for more information about Shiloh's indoor yard sale and bake sale on January 26th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Outreach and Missions News on the inside front cover on the Outreach and Missions News TriCap Holiday Shop. Just a reminder that all tickets and toys for the TriCap Holiday Shop are due by December 2nd. Please bring those items to Shiloh by that date. You can place the toys in the boxes underneath the tables in either the lobby of the main sanctuary or the lobby in the Life Center. Christmas caroling. We will be Christmas caroling at local nursing homes on Wednesday, December 12th. So please sign up at either information booth or online. The link can be found on the mission page of our website at shilohum.org. And please meet in the sanctuary entry, the lobby in front of the sanctuary at 5:30 p.m. on December the 12th. And be ready to go. Make sure to eat before and also bring smiling faces and excitement as we will be bringing joy and Christmas cheer to the residents. While caroling, we will hand out small gifts to the residents as well. And lastly, we will return to Shiloh around 7:30 p.m. and will then go to the Red Room for hot cocoa and cookies. Got questions? Ask Jessica Henning. We have prayer concerns for our missionaries and praises. So in a little box on the inside front page at the top, The missionary prayer concerns and praises, please be in prayer for Meredith Fulda's health and for the Fuldas to have discernment of their next steps as they finish out their term in Taiwan and decipher where God wants them to do another 5-year term. Congrats to Mickey Sager on her engagement. Please be in prayer and consider donating through Faith Promise to Narinda Singh. He is trying to help build a church in Kanpur, and they will need about $5,000 more to start the project in India. Remember that our Faith Promise Fund is where we pay for all of the missions things. This is your second mile giving that you pledge in each week or each year at the Faith Promise Sunday event. Faith Promise Fund right now has $36,825 pledged, and we have received 96% so far of the pledged numbers this year. So to finish out your year, let's make that other 4%, please. Through your generous support to the Faith Promise in October, we were able to give to all of our missionaries. We gave to help support Sophie Ball with Adventures in Mission, TRICAP, UMCOR for hurricane relief, Helping His Hands disaster response, United Methodist Youth Home, Highland Support Project, Du Bois County Community Meals, Community Food Bank, and to the 2 children we support through Mayan families, Jorge and Susana. A total of $5,240 given from Second Mile Faith Promise funds to the benefit of these needs that we've just heard about. We want to thank you for all of the support that you show in ways that go far beyond typical Sunday morning engagement. Thank you, Shiloh, Promised Land Preschool, and Jasper High School students for faithfully filling 210 Operation Christmas Child boxes this year. The 25th anniversary of Operation Christmas Child. Before children receive a box, a picture book filled with the gospel stories is shared by a local community leader. After hearing the gospel stories, they receive a surprise that may be the first gift they've ever received. They hold in their hands a tangible expression of God's love. Let's continue to pray for the children receiving boxes that they might feel joy and love through the treasures and personal notes you included. And this comes from Susan Leonard and Elaine Weinberg, the coordinators of our Operation Christmas Child boxes. And we want to offer a special thanks to all those who donated to the United Methodist Youth Home by either putting Thanksgiving baskets together or donating to the organization, as well as those who helped deliver the baskets. At first, the plan was to collect 10 baskets, and soon they found out that they needed 21 baskets. Yet, we ended up collecting 30 baskets. Wow. With the extra surplus, we donated to TRICAP to help their clients who were in need. So not only did we bless all the youth home and their families from the United Methodist Youth Home, but we also helped local families here in Jasper. As 2 Corinthians 9:8 says, "And God will generously provide all you need. Then you will always have everything you need and plenty left over to share with others." Amen to that, Jessica. Good news from the inside front page of your newsletter for December 2018. We're also celebrating birthdays in December, including Reed Wendholt on December 1st, Alyssa Lampert, Zachary Lofton, and Wes Moser on December 5th, Janny Brames on December 6th, Vanna Lauer and Angie Maringer on December 7th, December 8th, Carl Burns, December 10th, Lowell Gladish and Scott Turney, December 11th, Trey Small and Hannah Woodford, December 12th, Pamela Weisheidt Hart, and Robert White, Todd Wigand. December 13th, Rita Korn and Caleb Wendholt. December 14th, Mary Ann Bovel and Clyde Nicholson. December 15th, Victoria Hendren and Braden Schrader. December 16th, Howard Anderson, Darlene Mann. December 17th, Allison Green, Ken Rim, Paige Small, Lucas Tim, and Perlene Wilson. December 19th, Pat Becker. December 20th, Sam Merringer. December 21st, Deb Boyles, Anna Kidwell, Kathleen Schrader, and Mike Tabor. December 22nd, Gary Hahn, Jenny Richardson. December 25th, Holly Moser, Bailey Moser, Aaron Moser, and this little guy named Jesus. December 27th, Isabella Stellenpole. Sorry about that, Isabella. Didn't mean to mispronounce your last name. December 28th, Becky Nixon, Carolyn Randolph, and Bree Vollmer. December 30th, Kaylee Barrett and Tasha Clem. And December 31st, Melissa Hughes. We have December anniversaries as well. Apparently a lot of you like getting married in the Christmas month. On December 5th, Ross Arthur, Mr. and Mrs. Ross Arthur celebrate 31 years of marriage. On December 6th, Mr. and Mrs. Bob McCullough celebrate 49 years of marriage. On December 7th, Mr. and Mrs. Robert Maitland celebrate 44 years of marriage. And on December 12th, Mr. and Mrs. Keith Shepard celebrate 31 years of marriage. On December 13th, Mr. and Mrs. Terry Holtz. December 13th, that's 38 years of marriage. On December 18th, Mr. and Mrs. Gary Budd celebrate 47 years. On December 21st, Mr. and Mrs. Bill Weinberg celebrate 55 years. On December 22nd, Mr. and Mrs. Scott Foy celebrate 45 years. And on December 24th, Mr. and Mrs. Dean Liniger celebrate 58 years. You guys get the prize. And December 28th, David Nixon, Mr. and Mrs. David Nixon celebrate 32 years. So that's the inside of page 1 of your newsletter for December 2018. And now on to page 3 of this month's December 2018 newsletter. By the way, before I go any further, let me just tell you, this is the first time I've done anything like this. And if you find it a little herky-jerky or whatever, be patient. We'll get better with practice. But hopefully this will be a blessing to you. So let me continue. Page 3 of this month's December 2018 newsletter begins with an update from the finance team. Your Shiloh finance team strives to keep you informed. Here's the latest news. Through October 31st of 2018, you have contributed $388,000 to the general fund. The church has spent $383,000 on wages, utilities, apportionment fees, buildings and grounds, maintenance, etc. You also gave $37,000 to the Capital Improvement Fund, and we now have a balance of $121,000 in that fund. However, after skimping on maintenance, spending the past couple of years, we now need the following within the next 9 months. Repaving the parking lot with quotes between $130,000 to $158,000, a tractor for mowing at $5,500, an air conditioning unit at $6,000, safety and security systems for our doors, $24,000, and that is just what we know about. So we will be looking at a capital campaign next year to cover these expenses, as well as starting funding future and yet unknown at this time capital expenses. By getting started on funding a future capital expense, we will have the money when something like a new roof needs to be done. Conversely, if we don't fund a future-looking capital improvements fund, we risk having to borrow money to put the new roof on, as a case scenario. Promised Land Preschool and Pre-K is basically breaking even, generating $129,000 in revenue and $132,000 in expenses like wages and other preschool operating expenses. We also want you to know that we have $77,000 in the general fund cash account, but at our spending rate of $38,000 a month, that is only a 2-month cushion. In addition, we have an emergency fund of $230,000 built up over the years. This is an emergency fund, not to be used unless a catastrophic emergency strikes. Conventional wisdom holds that you should have 6 months' worth of expenses in an emergency fund, and that is where we stand. We would like to keep you informed about the church's finances on a quarterly basis. However, if you have questions before the next quarter or any time you have questions, please feel free to speak with Keith Shepard's finance chair or anyone else on the church's leadership team. Thank you, finance team. Joy news. The December Joy meal will be served in the Shiloh dining room at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, December 11th. It will consist of delicious catered meals featuring pork loin along with several side dishes and topped off by pie for dessert. The cost of this meal is $10 per person. Money will be collected as you enter the dining room. Our hosts for the evening are Susan and Clyde Leonard along with Wes and Lisa Moser. Plan to join our group as we enjoy an evening with our church friends. Please sign up if you are going to be in attendance. Sign-up sheets are available at each service at the information table. Inside the page 3 newsletter, I just said that all wrong. The next thing you're going to see on your newsletter is a list of your Shiloh team leading and guiding and assisting you in being disciples and seeking disciples so that we can help to change the world. Your pastor is myself, Dan Sinkhorn. Operations director is Ron Flowers. Your student ministries director is John Gallagher. The preschool director is Jill Harrison, and your worship arts director is Courtney Hepburn. Your outreach and missions director is Jessica Henning. Larry Urich is maintenance coordinator. Donna Brittingham is nursery coordinator. Evelyn Maddox is a custodian. Vernon Blaine is a custodian. And Perlene Wilson is our treasurer. So these are all great people that make this terrific staff we have here at Shiloh United Methodist Church. Your newsletter includes important contact information to help you reach out to us in whatever way works best for you, including our access to our app, for example, which we hope you will make use of because it's a really great way to stay connected to us. And that's all for the page 3 of Shiloh's 2018 December newsletter. The back page is, of course, left blank in one part for the mailing addresses for those who receive the paper copy, and then we have the church calendar for the month of December. And you will note on that calendar that special services are highlighted in red. We have regular worship services on December the 2nd, which will include communion, and December the 9th. And then we will have the Yah Band on December 9th in the Life Center, 1045 worship. Then on the 16th, we have a special recital in the sanctuary of Christmas music. I think you're going to really enjoy that. And then on the 20th, we have the Blue Christmas service in the sanctuary, which is a special opportunity for people who are grieving at this time of the year when grief is most acutely felt. On December the 23rd, we will have regular scheduled services at both 8:45 and 10:45. But then on December the 24th, the very next day, Monday, we will have a 6 p.m. family Christmas service, which will involve a live nativity and traditional Christmas pageant presented by the children, and then a candlelight service on Christmas Eve at 10 p.m. Then on December the 30th, we will have a fifth, because December 30th is a fifth Sunday, which means there will be one service that will be at 10 a.m. and it will be in the Life Center downstairs. That means we'll be down in the Family Life Center for that service with a combined Sunday school class led by me at 9 a.m. And that's page 4 of the Shiloh December 2018 newsletter. Thank you for being patient with my first attempt at such a beast. I am going to get better with practice, I promise you, but I really appreciate this opportunity to communicate with you in yet another way. For now, God bless you.